So, hello all, welcome to this series of fan engagement motivation, where we are talking to some passionate IPL fans and trying to understand the motivation that why they follow a specific IPL franchise very passionately. So, in this series today, we have Nikhil Agarwal with us. So, he's from Kolkata, and as you all know, so all Kolkatans they follow Kolkata Knight Riders very passionately. And Nikhil also follows Kolkata Knight Riders very passionately, and he has represented the franchise in various fan debates and various cricket related discussions and pre and post match analysis. So, Nikhil, welcome to this show.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. So, tell me how your journey as an IPL fan started and why did you select KKR? I know the reason is obvious, but why did you select KKR?
Yeah, the reason that I reside in Kolkata is obvious, but another big reason for it was SRK, SRK's franchisee. Kuch
Right.
kuch hota hai. So ever since IPL started in 2008, I had no other option because KKR was my favorite team. And without any fail, I followed each and every matches of KKR, and I tried to be in the stadium for most of the matches. And the matches in which I did not go to the stadium, I made my home my stadium by putting up flags and wearing up jerseys. So yeah, first 3 years were not those good, were not that good for KKR, but then the golden era of Gambhir was really good for the men in purple and gold. And yeah, but what we think is when you support a team, whether it loses or it wins, we need to support them. Then only we are known as true fans. So first 3 years were not that good for us, but still we stood by our team, and then we enjoyed our success as well. We enjoyed their failures as well, and this KKR team has a culture, to keep the fans engaged and also to keep the players as their family. So yeah, that is also one of the characteristics of KKR, which makes me more wanting to be a part of it.
Right, right. So you mentioned the golden era of Gautam Gambhir when he started leading KKR, and then KKR introduced data very early than other franchisees. They built a squad in 2011 that could go all the way and win the title. So, what differences do you see between Gautam Gambhir's era, the KKR in Gautam Gambhir's era versus the KKR, the current KKR?
Yeah, ever since Gautam Gambhir left after 2017, there is definitely a gap which is quite recognizable in the KKR team. In the 2018 season was pretty good for us. We qualified for the playoffs, but ever since then, 2019-20 and half season this year as well, we were not good. We had pretty decent names in our squad. We had big players, but we were not able to perform collectively. The That's what I think. Whereas in Gautam Gambhir's era, you see, we did not have that big names. The season when we won in 2012, we had Gautam Gambhir, Brett Lee, Manvinder Bisla, Rajat Bhatia, and we won the title with not so much known players. So that the aggression which Gautam Gambhir brought in the field, and the sense of unity that he brought in the team, that is a main difference, which I think is there between this KKR and the KKR in Gautam Gambhir's era. The aggression, the match in 2017 where KKR pulled RCB out for 49. I've heard that after the first inning, Gambhir was pretty angry in the dressing room, and he said, "If anyone lets loose in this match during the field, I would make sure that it would be his last match in KKR colors." So even a grim target of 132, Gambhir did not give up. He backed his players to win the match, and we all know what happened there. History was created as we bowled a batting heavy lineup like RCB. We bowled them out 49.
Right, right. So the performances during that golden era were amazing, and there were so many memories for fans. And also for all IPL fans and neutral fans also. But do you
Yeah.
feel that there is this debate of Indian captain versus an overseas captain because KKR changed their captain in the mid-season? So, do you think that Indian captain has performed well for KKR in the past, and somehow the overseas captain is not able to lead the franchise like the other Indian captains that have led KKR previously?
Yeah, having an Indian captain at the helm of the affairs is quite an advantage, because in the foreign options, you just have four options. And as we are seeing this year, Morgan is completely out of form. But since he's the captain, he can't be removed. So he's using up that one overseas slot. Whereas if we had any Indian captain, we would have made sure that it would be quite decent for him to perform. Actually, when you play in India or when you play with maximum Indian players, you know that culture and you can gel up quite well with those people. So and the captaincy pressure also added burden for Morgan, and that was the reason he was not able to lead the side well as well as he was not able to bat properly. So yeah, having an Indian captain really helps. And as we see last year, DK was doing quite well as per his captaincy, because when he gave over captaincy to Morgan, we had 4 wins out of 7 matches, which was pretty decent, and we were sitting in the top four. It was just his batting performances which were not clicking. That is why he thought that giving up captaincy to Morgan would have been a better option. But this year it hasn't proved worthwhile.
Right, right. So now, when we talk about any franchise, we have to talk about the support staff that is there sitting in the dugout. And when we see KKR, there are some big names there. Brandon McCullum is there, who's managing the franchise. And then there is England's white ball analyst who sits there and he uses data pretty much and he signals
Yeah.
various things to Captain Morgan. So, how do you see the role of support staff in KKR?
Well, the support staff is as important as the team, as you said, because nowadays a lot of data analytics is used to determine the SWOT analysis of the opposition, so as to attack their weak points, and that is why support staff has been, I would say, pretty average for KKR. Having Baz McCullum, who is one of the greats of the cricketing era, he is certainly a bonus to have. Along with him, we have David Hussey, Kyle Mills, and our analyst A.R. Shrikant, who is currently the team analyst for the West Indies cricket team as well, international cricket team. So yeah, support staff, the players use those inputs which are given by the support staff, work on it, and then they uh, gel it up all together, and then they bring those results in the match. So yeah, for KKR, support staff has been quite good. One thing what I like about KKR is KKR likes to back its players as well as KKR likes to back its support staff. We have seen Jack Callis, who had been the coach for quite a long period of time, and last year Baz McCullum took over, and I think he'll be there for at least 2 to 3 years, because one quality of KKR is whether your player performs or not, they back their players, and which gives a lot of confidence to the players.
Right, right. You talked about backing players. And when we see KKR, there are a lot of talented, uncapped Indian players in KKR's franchise, be it Nitish Rana, Rahul Tripathi, Shivam Mavi, Kamlesh Nagarkoti. And since last season, Varun Chakravarti was also uncapped, but he became capped Indian player. So there are a lot of uncapped Indian talent that is there in KKR. So, as a IPL fan or as a KKR fan, when you see these uncapped Indian players performing really well on the big stage, so how does that impact you as a fan?
Well, being an Indian, it really makes me happy to see domestic players performing, because over the years we have seen IPL as a bridge between being from being capped from being uncapped to being capped players. We can see the example of Mumbai Indians. They have given many players to the Indian team. They have become regulars in white ball cricket in the Indian team. So yeah, for KKR as well, I feel the same. We have so much of talent in Nitish Rana, Rahul Tripathi, Shivam Mavi, Nagat Koti. They are surely going to be the future of Indian cricket. And we have seen so last year, Nitish Rana had an on and off season. Even Rahul Tripathi had an on and off season. But backing the players gives them, when your franchisee says, go, you have your time, you have your matches, go and perform what you can. So that gives a lot of strength to the players, and that ultimately brings out the best from the players. So seeing Indian talent perform really makes me happy. And as we see last year, Prasidh Krishna was uncapped and he got an India call up and he performed quite decent in the England series. And now he is a standby player for the WTC final as well as the England series. So yeah, that will be a huge bonus stint for him.
Right, right. So, continuing the same discussion, so how important is a franchisee's role in making a player or being a part of a player's journey from being an uncapped player to capped player?
Yeah, well, it's very important, when it's like, growing a plant. When when you sow the seeds and when you see the plant growing, it makes you happy. You see the youngster, you give him chances, you see him perform, and ultimately when he gets the results, as he gets selected for the Indian team, that's where as a franchisee, that's when a franchisee becomes happy, because somewhere or the other they feel that they were the ones, who scouted them, trained them, and of course the players hard works are there for sure. It's just helping them evolve as budding cricketers to great cricketers. So yeah, the franchisees do really feel amazing, and means over the years we have seen a lot of franchisees giving chances to domestic players, and IPL has really been a platform to showcase their talent and to get selected for the Indian team in the limited overs cricket. So yeah, the franchisees must be really happy.
Right. So far, we've been talking about franchisee and players. So let's talk about the fans. So KKR, they use this, they have started using this hashtag, "Tu fan nahi, tufan hai." So, yeah. So as a fan, how do you feel when the franchise uses such hashtags to address the fans?
Well, KKR is a franchise, which regards fans as their family. Most of the franchises do, but KKR does many things, out of the box to make the fans feel that they're a part of them. Like we see in the COVID situations, no one can go to the stadium and watch matches. So this year they, evolved a hashtag Amar Badi Amar Stadium to, Badi in Bengali means home. So yeah, to make our homes our stadium, that was also pretty energetic on the part of KKR. They bring out various contests and they arrange various giveaways like jerseys, caps, and merchandises as well. That really makes fan involved. And when we see even players at the post-match presentations or at various interviews, most of the players say we are nothing without fans. So that really gives a huge boost to fans like us to be constant part of the franchisee. And like when KKR plays, I feel like I am playing over there. I'm sitting at my home or watching matches from the stadium, but I really feel like it's a part of my family. So that is that is what really makes fans happy.
Right, right. And when we see KKR's digital content that they produce on various social media platforms, so they focus a lot on player interviews and player interactions. So, as a fan, when you watch those videos, when you see the bonding between players and how the international players and Indian players are gelling together, so how does that feel as a fan?
It feels amazing. We see some great overseas, great legends to be honest, great legends when they gel up with Indian players and especially Indian domestic players and give their inputs to them. That feels amazing that they are getting so much exposure to learn from. Like we take an example of Pat Cummins. He's one of the greats in cricketing field. And when a talent like Pat Cummins gives advices and helps players, budding cricketers like Shivam Mavi, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, that makes us really happy. And they have some funny banters, and they have some funny talk sessions, joking sessions, gaming sessions. That is very important in a team, because a team can only perform on the field if they gel quite well off the field. So that's very important. And as fans, we like everything to get them involved. And before this COVID era, various meets and greets also used to happen, and I have also been a part of it. And meeting players is like feels surreal. They are so humble. They give you autographs. They talk to you. So yeah, that's one of the quality which makes us fans happy.
Right, right. And in this era, so when fans are not able to go to stadium and show support to their team, how important this digital fan engagement has become for a franchise and also for a fan to have that two-way connect and show support to each other.
Yeah, yeah. So we see it's the second year in the COVID era where IPL is happening, and for the second consecutive year, players we can't go to the stadium or go for meets and greets. So what they have done is they arrange virtual meets and greets, and they hold various contests. So and the winners get virtual meets and greet passes. So yeah, that has become very important, because the enthusiasm which we bring while we are on the field or in the stadium, that dips down a bit when you are watching it from home, and that all the matches you have to watch from home. So yeah, keeping fans engaged in such times, such hard times, is also very important. And I think KKR and other franchises as well have put it into their routine to keep the fans a part of the family even in this time.
Right, right. And now let's talk about the SRK connection of KKR, the reason why you follow Kolkata Knight Riders. So, how important is SRK's presence at stadium so for fans to actually support the team and get motivated and to cheer for the players and also for the owners and to feel connected with the franchise when SRK waves at them?
Well, let me tell you, the moment SRK enters the stadium and he, comes out and he's shown on the big screen, nobody focuses on the match and everyone's focus is on SRK. Such is the glamour that he brings to the, people and to the stadium. So yeah, SRK's presence creates an electrifying atmosphere everywhere, and seeing a owner of such caliber gives a boost to the players as well. That we all know that SRK has been quite busy, and he is quite busy in in his filming and producing works and all. But still, he takes out time and comes to watch at least 4 to 5 matches, which is very humble on the part of him. Because we know that many owners they just outsource work to the managers or someone who takes care of them, but being present and giving confidence to the players and electrifying the atmosphere over stadium is one that none other can than SRK can do. So it's surreal.
Right, right. And how is the atmosphere during the home games? Because you must have seen various games, home games at Eden Gardens. So, and Eden Gardens is considered as one of the most vibrant stadiums in India when it comes to fans, the way they cheer, the way they support their players.
Well, Eden Gardens is one of the best stadiums, although I haven't visited to other stadiums, but what vibes it gives us is give to us. We do that Mexican wave over there, which is very famous. We start from a particular stand, and then all of the people wave around the stadium. It feels as a wave, and everyone cheers KKR, KKR, and when 50,000, 60,000 people cheer that together, that boosts us so much, and that is why we fans are considered as 12th men for our teams, because 11 players are on the field, and we as 12th man have to produce that energy so that the players are boosted up and they perform their best. That is why we did not have home games this year, and many of the players have been heard in their interviews saying we miss Eden Gardens. And Andrew Russell also says that no crowd is as good as Eden Gardens. The vibes that it gives me, it allows me to hit more and more sixes, and when Andrew Russell hits them out of the park, Eden Gardens goes berserk, berserk. I never miss any opportunity, to miss any game at Eden Gardens. I watch all the 7 home games of KKR from the stadium itself, and even I go to watch all the matches, India matches, whichever is happening.
Right. So now let's talk about something different. So KKR, when it started in 2008, so they were focusing more on the local fans, and for the local fans they had an iconic Indian player Saurav Ganguly leading the franchise, and then they had an amazing theme song which was like the best at that time, Korbul Orbo Jeet Bore. And for so many years they continued with that, and they continued the same hashtag Korbul Orbo Jeet Bore, and which was in the local language and which was for the local people. But now when we see KKR, they are more towards the global fans. They are trying to attract the global fans. Now we don't see so many tweets or so much content in the local language. So do you think that this shift is a positive shift?
Well, but I think, yeah, of course, they are, expanding the franchise globally. We see Trinbago Knight Riders in CPL, and they also acquired a team for, South Africa Premier League, Cape Town Knight Riders, I suppose. So, yeah, they want to make it, as a worldwide fan base. But, yeah, what I see is they have maintained that local connect as well, somewhat. The Korbo Lodbu Jitbo song is amazing. Whenever it used to be played in the stadium, each and every fan used to sing along with it. So yeah, that and now we see some that Lafao. That is also Lafao word is also a Bengali word. So yeah, they have kept that thing in mind, and I think it's what would be the best is to maintain the balance between the local fans as well as creating a global fan base that will keep both of them, both the sectors involved, and that will emerge as a greater following for KKR.
Right. That's a brilliant take. So continuing the same discussion. So how important are local players for the franchise? Because when IPL started, we saw the local iconic players leading the franchise and playing for the franchise. But now we see that some franchises are still following that trend. But in KKR, we hardly find any local Bengal player playing for the franchise. So, do you think that when the local players will play for the franchise, then the local fans will feel more connected with the franchise?
Well, I don't really think so, because earlier it used to be different, but now the teams, when they build a team in the auction, they try to put up the best possible squad at that time. In Bengal, there are good players, but we don't see such notable players as of now of this caliber. Like we have Ishan Porel, he was already picked by Kings 11 Punjab. He's a potential player. We see Shahbaz Ahmed, he was picked up by RCB. So whenever we see any team, they try to make up the best squad, and maybe that is the reason that KKR could not have any slot for Bengal player, because you know each and every fan wants the team to lift up the trophy. So yeah, that is the duty of the team as well, to build up a strong team, and that is what they do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because it's a game. Either we win or we lose. But we should make a perfect, or a strongest team, and we should field our strongest 11 on the field.
Right, right. So when we see fans, so some fans are performance driven. They want to see trophies. They want their team winning all the matches. So KKR after Gambhir's era, so they couldn't win trophies. So do you think that a kind of a part of fan base, they stopped following KKR, but uh, uh, now they have acquired some global fans to fill up that particular gap?
Well, the ones who don't support the team in their bad times won't be labeled as fans, because fans are a part of the family. So whether we win or we lose, we should stick to it. Like, this season was not that good for us, but yeah, we had faith in our team that we will bounce back. Or if even if we did not bounce back, it was, it's a game. Someone wins, someone loses, and we should be happy. At least we see in these trying COVID times, the players have come all the way from their homes, and they are trying to produce that 4 hours of entertainment to us daily. They are doing so much, so it's a duty of our fans to be with the team. So what I think is that fans, when the team considers fan as a family, the fans should also consider the team as a family. So we think that fans should be loyal, as well as they should be supportive. So I think if someone wants to label anyone as a fan should be such that he would keep with the team in all the times.
Right, right, right. So probably some of the a couple of last questions before we end this segment. So when we see KKR, so they have focused a lot on all rounders, be it Gautam Gambhir's era, or be it the current KKR, or be it the Saurav Ganguly's KKR. So they have focused a lot on all rounders. So do you think that this is the strategy that KKR will go with in the next auction also?
Well, as you said, bringing all rounders into the team gives a team lot of flexibility, because they can bat potentially, as well as they can give you 2, 3, or 4 overs depending upon their capability. So what I think is, next year we have a mega auction, and with 2 new teams coming in, I don't think the franchises will be allowed to retain more than 2 or 3 players. So in that case, the worst hit team will be Mumbai Indians. As their core will be broken. But I think in the next year's auction, KKR should build such a team which would fit in all the departments perfectly. And as you said, I would love to see all rounders in the team as well, because they provide a great flexibility to the team.
Right, right. And probably the last question. So KKR is known for backing their players. So whenever auction happens, they plan a team that can go for 2 to 3 years without so many chopping and changes. So when the 2018 auction happened, they bought so many players and they are still playing for KKR right now. Similarly, in Gautam Gambhir's era, they built a team and that continued with Gautam Gambhir for so many seasons. So do you think that this is the strategy that other teams should also follow, that when a mega auction happens, they should build a team, and that team should continue and the management should back that particular team without so many chopping and changes?
Yeah, I completely support you. I mean, I think you can't, win championships or perform well if you try to chop and change every year. We have seen, let's take the case of Delhi Capitals. Earlier, Delhi Capitals used to change the team every year, but ever since 2018, when Shreyas Iyer took over and Ricky Ponting came in, they maintained their core, and now we are seeing how successful Delhi Capitals are. But the problem is similar with Kings 11 Punjab. Every year they, release maximum of the players and build a new team. And most other teams, I think, like KKR, Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super King, they retain their core, and that is a very big reason for the success of the franchisee. Because if you are around the same players for 2 or 3 years, you know it as a family. And whenever you go to new environments, it's not easy for you, to gel up that well. So that backing up players and keeping us almost a similar team without much chopping and changing is very crucial for any franchise.
Right, right. So just to conclude our discussion, if you have to name one factor that motivates you as a fan the most to follow KKR very passionately, so what would that particular factor be, and what makes KKR so unique?
Well, the factor currently would be Andre Russell, because he's a destroyer. He can change the match, and the potential which he has, that makes him a great player, and everyone loves Russell batting, be it any team supporter. And what makes KKR unique is the enthusiasm, the unity which they bring among the players and among the fans and the players as well. They always try to make a two-way connection. And as you said, the Korbo Lorbo Jeetbo title song is one of the best. And whenever, to be honest, whenever I feel low, I hear that song, and I get motivated. Korbo Lorbo Jeetbo means we'll do it, we'll fight it, and then we'll win it. So that itself is a motivating song.
Right.
So yeah, that's what everything in togetherness which makes KKR unique.
I think that's an amazing answer. And it was really nice talking to you. And as a KKR fan, you expressed your views and your passion towards the team. So it was really nice hearing your thoughts about the franchise and how the franchise is reciprocating the same kind of connect and same kind of passion towards the fans. So thank you very much for coming to this show.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you as well, Deep.
Right.
You're welcome.